Hello everybody, welcome to Midwest Imagery. I have a little trick to show you today how to change somebody's eye color, if you're ever asked to change somebody's eye color. This method can be used for changing color in many things. We're going to be using an adjustment layer called hue and saturation, and we'll probably be doing some adding some sparkle and sharpness to the eyes as well. Let me get my screen set up and I'll show exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm going to change the color of the eyes in this image here. This is a JPEG shot, so it's going to open right into Photoshop. Okay, so what we want to do is let's change the color of this woman's eyes here. And I'm going to use an adjustment layer to change the color of her eyes. And I'll do that by going under my adjustments layer icon at the bottom of the layers panel, and it's the circle that's half black and half white, and I'm going to select hue and saturation. Now hue and saturation has a little upward pointing finger right here, and this is called a targeted adjustment tool. And you can click on that, and then when our cursor turns into an eyedropper, and it highlights the colors that we want to be. So I don't want this to be this blue cyan color, I want it to be green. So I'm going to take the hue slider and just move it towards the green. Make that really green like that, and I'm going to give it a little bit more saturation, kind of like that. But we also now have some green cast around areas we don't want a green cast, but that's not a big deal, because when we go back to our layers tab, we see that the adjustment layers come with a layer mask already attached, and all I'm going to do is I'll get my brush tool, and we have a white layer mask, so we need to paint with a black foreground color, which I have here, and I am going to make my brush a bit smaller using the left bracket key, and I'll just come inside here and paint the whites of her eyes. Get that green, just kind of get that green right off of the whites of her eyes. Just like that. Now if I zoom out, Command minus, I'm going to see if there's any other places that have any green on here. I don't think so, but I'll just check. Like make my brush bigger and paint here. Yeah, that did kind of give her a little green cast too. So we'll go over all of this. Kind of like that. Let's see where I missed in quite a few spots. Kind of like that. Now, zoom back in and see the difference between blue and green. There we go. I kind of went a little wild with my brushwork earlier, so got a little of the green taken out of her eye, so I just put it back in there. And all I did was change my foreground color to white, which acts as an eraser. I'm going to also make her pupils black, and just click a couple times like that, and do the same thing here. Click a couple times like that. I'm just going to merge these into a single layer, Shift Option Command E, I'm going to change the blend mode to screen, and I am going to lower this opacity a little bit, kind of in that neighborhood. So one more thing that I always like to do is have these eyes sharpened. So one more merged layer, Shift Option Command E, Shift Option Command E, and rename this to eyes. And this time I'm going to use, well, we'll just give it the old high pass sharpening again. 23, 24 pixels, which is way too much, but just perfect for what we're doing here. Change that blend mode to overlay, and we'll put a black layer mask on here. Now all I have to do is use my white foreground color, punch a hole in this black layer mask, and let those sharpened eyes sharpen through. Just like that. Zoom out. That looks kind of hot, so I will turn the opacity down a little bit. Say somewhere in there. Here's the before, and here's the after. Quick and easy way to change somebody's eye color. Let me get this shut down, and I'll be right back. Okay, there's another easy fix. This time we just changed somebody's eye color, which I don't know if you ever have a call for doing that, but if you do, now you know how. But that's going to do it for today. Keep at it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.